वो अपने जो खिलाना चाहते हैं तो ये पर कृष्ण जो है राधा के सौंदर्य माधुर्य किस प्रकार ग्रहण करें वो बोले देवी को ही दो तो माना परम कृष्ण क्रीड़ा कृष्ण कृष्ण की क्रीड़ा की भूमि है। कितने उदाहरण दे रहे एक उदाहरण अपराजित वस्तु जो है एक उदाहरण के द्वारा आपके समझ में
Understand this in any other way. It's true. Okay. Srimati Radhika's effulgence, bodily effulgence, attracts Krishna. Two points here. By her beauty and by her activities, she attracts Krishna. Krishna is very beautiful to look at. But seeing himself, he becomes bewildered. Krishna forgets himself, how beautiful he is. In this way, Krishna's activities, Vasati Nagari means that his activities are Devata. He doesn't want to go upstairs.
गुरुदेव सुनने की इच्छा है तो वहाँ पे ऊपर आवाज आएगी नहीं, आवाज बीच बीच में से आ रही बीच बीच में नहीं आती। आपने वो 2 पॉइंट बोला कि जहाँ पर वो अपने सौंदर्य को प्रकाशित करते हैं और अपनी क्रिया के द्वारा आकर्षित
These two shlokas is referring to from Krishna Karnamrita. Mind, speech, and from the heart, kaik, body, words, and speech. The magnet attracts the iron. But this depends on the quality of the magnet. If the magnet is not strong, then the magnet will be pulled towards the iron. But if the magnet is strong, then the iron will be attracted to the magnet. Does Radha is attracted by Krishna, or is Krishna attracted by Radha? Who is attracted to who? In the same way that Sri Radha is attracted to Krishna, Krishna is attracted to Radha. By the qualities of Srimati Radhika, Krishna is attracted to her. It works both ways. By a speech, Krishna's words are so sweet, Srimati Radhika is attracted. When Srimati Radhika speaks, and Krishna becomes attracted. In such a state, high state of attraction, Krishna said, "Na parayam nirvadyas." In this shlok, Krishna is surrendering to the gopis. The gopis are saying to Krishna, being defeated, you have still won. Why are the gopis saying this? Krishna is saying, I will serve you for the lifetime of Brahma. Still, I will not be freed from your debt. In love, the lover, beloved, does not keep one or the other in debt. There's never any consideration of being in debt. Love is such a thing that is pure and uncontaminated, like the waters of the Ganga, and it flows in such a way. Prema is gold. Is described with the analogy of the bird flying in the sky. But if you put that bird in a cage, that bird will become morose. In the same way, love is such a thing. It is compared with a bird flying freely in the sky. Here Krishna is saying, if I had the age of Brahma and I served you for that time, I would still not be able to repay you from this debt. So hearing this, what did the gopis say? You have, even though you have lost, you have won. Why? Or how? Krishna is thinking himself in debt. Indebted to the gopis. And another consideration is that in love, one can never be in debt to the beloved. It is free, like the bird flying in the sky. This is the language of love. But how can Krishna be freed from the debt of the gopis? If he isn't free, then that love cannot be pure. You cannot be bound by the lover if there is debt. So in this verse, Sa Sadhu Krita, when the gopis ask this question, how will you become free? Sa Sadhu Krita. When you take this cloth of a sadhu, then you will become freed from our debt. Then Krishna appears as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And in that form, what is he showing? Nayanam Garishadhara.
कृष्ण चैतन्य महाप्रभु राधा भाव में विवाहित होकर
Krishna, absorbed in Srimati Radhika's love, is crying.
ये साधु कृत्य
And this is sadhukrita. The gopis sadhukrita is limited because they've come and left their family obligations. This sadhukrita for Krishna, even serving only by serving the dust of the lotus feet of the gopis can Krishna be freed. Just putting emphasis on this words. Sadhukrita. Krishna's, or the gopis is saying, when you take this dress of a mendicant, then you will be freed from our debt. What is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu saying? If I was to glorify you, then I can be freed from my debt to you. There is one consideration in this. If one hears one's own praises, or if one glorifies oneself, if you hear the glories of others, if you hear your own glories from others, then your sukriti becomes diminished.
ज्यादा लोगों में जरूरत नहीं। अरे बाहर उसने कीर्तन सुनने बोलो। अरे आप बैठते नहीं हैं। भाई सुनो और नहीं जाओ। Sit down or come.
So Gurudev is trying, devotees are trying to get Gurudev to go upstairs in a hall which is more quiet where they can listen. So he's saying, you're not able to control your mind. Try and listen to what I'm saying. And don't worry about the others at the back, if they can hear or not. Just listen to Harikatha. Try and keep your man focused. And listen. This is Srimad Bhagavatam 10, 32, 22. 32, 22. The general meaning of this meaning. Krishna is saying to the gopis, what you have sacrificed for me is not possible for others, because the shackles, chain
बेड़ियां इसको आप त्याग करके आए।
You have broken them.
क्या बेड़ियां क्या है?
What are these chains?
लज्जा, धैर्य,
These qualities of pride, identifying with the family, relatives, your shyness.
इसलिए करें
You have given up.
आप लोग की ये कृत्य जो है साधु है,
You
साधु कृत्य।
are sadhukrita.
मेरे
These qualities of a sadhu. Try to understand my words.
प्रथम अर्थ जो ये साधारण अर्थ ये बता रहे हैं,
This general meaning is that na pareham.
साधु कृत्य। आप लोग के साधु
So
कृत्य क्या है?
sadhu krityam.
ये मेरे लिए समझ सब कुछ त्याग करके आए।
You have given up everything for me.
सबसे बड़ी सिंगल क्या है?
What is the greatest attachment to one's shyness,
सबसे बड़ी भूषण क्या है?
especially in a woman?
लज्जानां नारीणां
This quality of shyness in a woman is the greatest quality.
किंतु देखो गोपियां ने क्या किया?
But what did the gopis do?
कृष्ण के लिए
For Krishna, they gave up this
भय, धैर्य, मान,
shyness, their
ये तो सिर्फ
pride,
है ना?
their
और ऐसे बेड़ियों की क्या किया?
qualities. They gave everything up for Krishna.
कृष्ण वंशी वादन करने के साथ ही साथ समस्त गोपियां क्या करने लगी?
His flute,
दूर करके आए।
the gopis immediately ran towards that sound, giving up their mothers, fathers, brothers, and
भाई ये सब
did not care for what they would think.
मेरे लिए आप लोगों ने क्या किया?
If you have done this for me, Krishna is saying, you have given up everything. Na pareham nirvadhya.
ऐसे नहीं कर सकते। कृष्ण के लिए कृष्ण करे, मेरे लिए भी संभव नहीं।
Krishna is saying this is not possible for even me.
मेरे लिए क्या? कृष्ण
What to speak of others?
आप लोगों ने लज्जा, धैर्य, मान,
That you have given up everything.
आज विशेष करके कृष्ण वंशी वादन कब कहते हैं? रात्रि का।
That's why Krishna plays the flute during the night.
और एक गोपी दूसरे को नहीं देगा।
And this is when the gopis, they come running. And each of them think that Krishna is only calling them individually. They could not see any other gopi left or right to them.
केवल कृष्ण
Each gopi is thinking that Krishna is only calling me.
और सारी गोपियां बोल रही हैं साधु। इसलिए अंत में कृष्ण यही कह रहे हैं
For this reason, in the end, Krishna is saying this in this verse, Na pareham. Even if I get the lifespan of Brahma, if I was engaged in serving your lotus feet, I would not be able to repay you. So how to relieve one's debt?
उनकी सेवा करने से
Generally speaking, we would serve that person. Then we can be freed from
कहीं हमारी रीत रहा
a debt to them.
है। भक्तिविनोद ठाकुर कह रहे हैं
Bhaktivinoda Thakur is saying,
एक व्यक्ति दूसरे के पायखाना सिंह पर ले जा रहा है।
one person is taking another person's stool on their head because in the previous life they was committed such sinful activities towards that person that they are carrying their stool on their head. So we say, give the example of the dog owners. They are taking the dog out for their walk and they are collecting their poo and putting it and picking it up. You will have to repay. It means that you have to repay back your debts to the person, who was he was serving you in the previous life. Mr. Krishna is saying that I will not be able to repay you back. Do you understand?
दूसरी अर्थ जो करे, गोपियां जो
Another meaning,
ये तो कृष्ण कर रहे हैं।
This is Krishna saying. What did the gopis say?
ऐसी वस्तु है
That love is such a thing
एक दूसरे के द्वारा वो ऋण नहीं
that one can never be in debt with one's beloved. But Krishna is saying, how can I pay back my debt to you? But the gopis are saying that if this is the case, then there cannot be love between us. Prem, love, has to be pure and free,
पक्षी जैसे आकाश
like
में निर्मल
a bird flying in the sky.
ठीक उसी प्रकार
In
प्रेम
this,
उसी के प्रकार
and that is called
सीमा
love.
मत करिए।
There's no limit
आपने
to
मुझे
love,
पैसा
pure,
दिया,
true
मैंने आपको
love.
पैसा दिया।
If
वो कथा
I,
ठीक नहीं हुई, वो विक्रय हो जाता है।
if I give you some money and then expect something back from you, then this is a business
लोग क्या
deal.
करते हैं? जब मैं आपके 10
Like
10 लाख रुपए दूंगा,
if I give you 100,000
आप मुझे
rupees,
भागवत सुनाओ।
then you can recite the Bhagavatam to me. This is not the way Bhagavatam is recited.
आप हमें पैसा दो, आपके कीर्तन करो। ये क्या
If
हो
you give
जाता
me
है?
money, only then I will recite Bhagavatam or sing Kirtan. This is selling Kirtan, this is selling Bhagavat, this is not Bhakti, this is not devotion.
समझ में आ रही है? तो उससे क्या हो जाता है? जहाँ पर ये सब चलाता है,
Where
वो
this
भक्ति
is,
नहीं हो सकती।
this is not Bhakti.
भक्ति क्या है? सेवा क्या है? स्वाभाविक रूप
Service, Bhakti, is natural and spontaneous,
है, निस्वार्थ में।
without a selfish interest.
आपको मैं चरण दबा रहा हूँ।
If I
आप
am
मुझे
massaging
क्या
your
दो?
feet,
पैसा।
you give me
इसलिए
money.
आपके चरण में दबा रहा हूँ।
If I massaged your feet,
तो उसके साथ क्या रहता है?
then
समुद्र।
this is one relationship.
वो वास्तव सेवा नहीं हो रही।
If
वो
you
क्या हो
are
रहा है?
taking money in
पैसा।
exchange, this is business.
इसको समझो। इसलिए से कृष्ण जो कह रहे हैं,
And so Krishna is saying,
जी, आपके ऋण में आप तो हमारे
I
यदि
cannot
आप हमारे ऋण
pay
में
you
उतार,
back.
तो आप क्या हो गए? ऋणी हो जाएंगे।
Then,
सत्संग करें। मैं क्या करूं?
Krishna is saying, I
ये
am
उसके कारण है,
in
आप
debt.
ऋण से कैसे मुक्त हो? ये बताओ।
So he's asking, how can I be freed from this debt?
कृष्ण जो बोला
What Krishna
और
is
गोपियां
saying
क्या बोल रहे हैं?
and what the gopis replied.
प्रेम को भी ऋण के द्वारा
Gopis is saying that the pure love can never be limited by being in debt. Just like a bird, skies flies free.
पिंजरे में रखा है।
And if you put that same bird in a cage,
सौंदर्य माधुर्य प्रकाश
that beauty of that bird will be diminished.
तो गोपियां कह रही है, ये गोविंद
So the gopis is saying, you tell me
हम उनके ऋण से तुम कैसे मुक्त हो? तब तो
how
प्रेम होता है।
you can be freed from this debt.
आज में आजकल जो विवाह से क्या लेते?
In today's wedding ceremonies, there's the idea of dowry, and this becomes like a
वो
business.
वास्तव रूप में प्रेम नहीं हो
And
सकता।
this is not and cannot be a sense of pure love, because there is money exchanged involved, and like
प्रेम जो है
buying.
सबसे निर्मल।
Prem,
प्रेम कहीं
love, pure love,
नहीं रखते। तो
cannot be
नहीं
bound by any transaction.
इसलिए गोपियां ये प्रश्न करें, गोविंद तुम बताओ, तुम कैसे ऋण से मुक्त हो? ऋण कैसे?
Okay. So Krishna
तो
is
कृष्ण
saying
उत्तर दे
how
रहे, इसी श्लोक के पुनः प्रश्न
no,
कर
gopis are asking Krishna how he can be freed from his debt.
जब मैं साधु वेश
Yes, when he takes this sadhu vesh, the dress of a mendicant.
आगे जो करें, जो कृष्ण करें,
What Krishna is saying,
आपकी ऋण से मैं कैसे मुक्त हूँ?
how can I be freed from my debt to you?
साधु वेश धारण, इसलिए तो कृष्ण
And
क्या लिखा? साधु वेश धारण करके निकल। और साधु वेश धारण
the
करके
gopis
कृष्ण
is
क्या
saying
करते?
by sadhu kritva, by taking the dress of a renunciate. And this is
रात क्या बोला?
Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's position.
राधा जी की महिमा ही कीर्तन से।
He's hearing the glories of Srimati Radhika day and night. In this kirtan, these glories of Srimati Radhika's love, who distributed this in the world? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, by practicing himself. Srimati Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he distributed this all over the world. The last limit of divine love, where? Madanakya Mahabhava is showing this limit. What Krishna is saying, the gopis are saying the same thing in a different way. Do you understand? It's difficult to understand, but by listening again and again, it cannot be possible in one day. And this is the last pastimes of the Ras Leela. What the gopis ask Krishna. What questions did the gopis ask to Krishna? Those 9 points. First, that's a person who gives love only if they receive love. That is called business. You go into the market, given 50 rupees and gets a bag of sugar. This is not love. You've given the shopkeepers some money and you have got some goods. This is not pure love. That's if you love or not love, they will love you. This is the love of the parents. They nourish their child without expectation. And this is the duty of duty and responsibility of the parents. I have given birth to this child. It is my responsibility to feed and nourish, protect. This is an obligation. So this is also not pure love. Duty and responsibility. The service that we are doing towards our children. You cook for them and clothe, clean. This is your duty. Because you have given birth to that child. Where there is duty and responsibility, then the pure nature of love cannot be fully manifest. For this reason, we say that pure love is like Ganga Jal. There is no mixture of anything. Okay, so I'll hand over to Chirag Prabhu. I think he wants to do something.
Depth is there, the sweetness of love does not exist. It does not manifest. The sweetness and love does not manifest if depth is there. That's why it is saying na pare ham sa sadhu na sajid kritam. The word sadhu that is being used here, by word sadhu, Krishna is saying, gopis, when I wear the dress of a sadhu, even then I cannot be free from your depth. So wow. So there's a very beautiful conversation between Krishna and gopis. Sa sadhu kritya, like behavior of a sadhu. What is the activity of a sadhu? So in transcendental world, it means like being absorbed in the mood of gopis and There are different types of love. Like if you love them or you don't love them, they don't love at all. There are four types of four categories: Atmaram, Aptakam, Gurudrohi, and Akritagya. So these four categories, if you love them or not, it's completely waste of time. The Gurudrohi, offenders of Guru, and thankless people, ungrateful person. What did I say? You should be thankful. Don't show it off from until like outside. You have to feel thankful from inside. Like the example is coming. One, there was a heroine of a queen, or of the king. So king did a bad thing. The minister said, "Oh, so to kill this barber." So there was a barber, and there was a king. So king had so much love and affection with this barber, and the ministers were saying to sentence the barber to the death. So how did the king punish him? How can the king punish him and sentence him to death? How possible? So the ministers, but they insisted again and again to this person has done an offense. You should punish him properly by sentencing him to death. What did the king do? They put him in the prison of lion. Like in the cage of lion, they sent that barber. So the king, he sent that barber into the cage of a lion. The surprising thing is 5 minutes passed by, 10 minutes passed by. The lion came and he smelled the body and he went back. So everybody saw this and everybody became surprised. At that time, the king called the barber, bring him out of the prison, of the cage, and he asked, "Why did not the lion attack you?" The king asked the barber. The barber said, "King, around 10 to 15 days ago, when I was in the forest, I went to the forest for some work and I saw a lion. His leg was trembling in pain. He has a wound on the leg. His leg was bleeding. Then I put my life at risk and I tried to save his leg, and I took out the thorn from the leg of the lion, and then I tore a piece of my cloth and then I bandaged around the wound. The lion looked at me with a sidelong glance and he went away. That same lion that I saved in forest, this is that same lion. So these animals, they are so thankful, they are so grateful, they are so loyal. This is called like akritagya, gratefulness. The Krishna is saying, the behavior of sadhu, this is very, very rare. This is unique and unparalleled. No one can do this. How can we be free from debt? The question is coming. Krishna can serve gopis for eternity. The more and he will never be free from the debt of gopis. The debt is so much. What is the meaning? If you accept service from someone, means you are becoming in debt to them. And then in next life, then they are like repaying the debts in their next life. In this material world, the more and more, like whatever we do, there's a reason. There's a debt. We owe some things to many, many people, and that's why we repay our debts. Repay our debts in life. With so many hard efforts, like after earning money, you teach your children. What do you expect from your child? You educate your child. What is your expectation? If you teach your son, then The son will look after us, give us money, income, but opposite happen. The son, he sent his parents to old age home. This katha is coming. After marriage, the wife said, "Look, your father, he's coughing so much all day, he's making noise and irritating sound, and our little child, may he also get the disease that he has. So let's do, there's like the basement in our house, put the father there in the basement. And whatever we eat, whatever the remnants are, we will give to him to eat. And won't put extra food for him. And we will give him like a broken plate, and we will feed him in a broken plate, in a dirty plate." And that after some time, the little child, he said, "Father, the grandfather died, like the grandfather died who was in the basement, he died, the old man died. Now the child, the new child, now what to use this?" So the child said, "What do we use this plate for?" The father said, "Throw this plate, now we don't need it." The child said, "No, no, no. When you become old, I will use the same plate to give you food. I will use the same dirty and broken plate to give you food when you become old," the child said. Bhakti Saraswati Prabhupada, with many little stories, he's giving teaching. This is called Upakan Upadesh. So what we are saying, what I'm saying, this shloka na paryam nirvattam, the behavior of sadhu that you are doing, with that you have completely bound me in it. Now I'm bound to your debt, and I can never be free from your debt now. So that's why Krishna, he just took form of a sadhu. Sadhu Kritya. So Vachik means by speech, mind, by body, mind and speech. They think. What do we think with our mind? With mind we have many thoughts in our mind. We desire to have like good food. We think many things, whether we get nice food or not, but yet we're thinking about delicious items, delicious dishes. This like entraps us in debt. So this is the game of Maya. It puts us in debt of others, and then there's like cycle of karmas. So what is the solution? How to be free from this cycle? The gopis, they broke the social etiquette and boundaries. Then it becomes debt. Then if Krishna, if he does not accept them, sadhu veshdharan, what does it mean? Krishna Nam Krishna, doing kirtan of Krishna Nam Krishna Katha, this is called sadhu. And Mahaprabhu is saying, in Chaitanya Charitamrita, the Rai Ramananda Kirtan, this is Kirtan of Rai Ramananda. So slowly and slowly we get free from debt, and our anarthas, they go away. You have to become a sadhu. You have to wear the dress of a sadhu. Means you have to become a sadhu to become free from debt. What does the dress of sadhu? What does it mean wearing a dress? If you wear a dress of sadhu, what does it mean? You have to give up everything. the anurag increase, the deep attachment to God, it increase towards Krishna. There's so deep and condensed form of attachment towards Krishna. This color, saffron color of this clothes that Gurudev is wearing, the significance of this color, it represents, it symbolizes the deep condensed anurag for Krishna, like natural deep attachment, nothing else. It also increases and nourishes it. So sadhu kritya. When the gopis, they felt some shame and said, Krishna, he's controlled by our love. So how can we help Krishna to be free from debt? The gopis are thinking this. By serving someone, we can be free from their debt. If we don't serve, then we will never be free from debt. First, the three types of service: by heart, by body, by mind. By body, speech and mind. By body, mind and speech. Three ways you serve. Radhaji, what is she doing? By mind, she is serving Krishna. Radhaji, she is absorbed in these moods. She's thinking about Ashtkala Leelas. There's a slok. Prabodhanand Saraswati Pad, he especially wrote the sloka. You close the window. Close the window, then we can hear. Oh, yes. That's why by service we can be free from debt. The more and more we serve, the more and more we'll be free from the debt. This is the why Seva service is best. Seva is the best thing. Krishna is saying, if so I cannot do your foot massage. Gopis will give foot massage to Krishna, will let Krishna massage their feet or not. Let Krishna massage the feet of gopis. Radhaji, what is she doing? She's speaking in this, like in the heroine of Swadhin Vartika Nayak. In that role, the service Krishna is doing of Radhaji, what is that? That is the role of dhira-lalita-nayaka. Krishna, while playing the role of dhira-lalita-nayaka, he serves Srimati Radhika. And Srimati Radhika, she accepts the service from Krishna when Srimati Radhika, she becomes completely Krishna is being controlled by the love of Srimati Radhika. By this prema, Srimati Radhika. So Krishna is completely controlled by Srimati Radhika. When Krishna becomes dhira-lalita-nayaka, at that time Srimati Radhika, she becomes Swadhin-vartika-nayaka. This is the role of hero and heroine. What is Swadhin-vartika-nayaka? She says, put some alta on my feet, red color, decorate my feet, and dress me up. She's giving instructions to her beloved. She completely controls and gives orders and instructions. So this is coming. The moods, they keep on changing. The roles, they keep on changing with time. Prem at one time. Prem is bhavatmak, but it's like a feeling. Sentiment. Prem is like sentiment. First, they say, I love you, I need you, I kill you. They say like this. They say this here also. So what is love? What is love? What is... They say, I love you. This is just like words. This is just like this is a sentiment. What is the sentiment? This is unstable. Today I'm saying, and next day they will not say, no, I don't love you now, go away. What will you do? This is unstable. Gopis are, they're saying, hey Krishna, you left your parents. You left your parents, Krishna. The parents, they loved you so much, and you have left your parents. Where are you going in the forest, leaving your parents? You tell me. So prem, it's like controls in a way. It controls somehow. Prem is a thing like this. If Srimati Radhika manifests vamya-bhava, then Krishna, he appears, which manifests which mood? Daksina-bhava. And if Srimati Radhika manifests Daksina-bhava, then Krishna, he manifests the vamya-bhava. But Krishna, because he's a hero, his vamya-bhava katha is not coming in scripture. Because he is a hero. What you see in Krishna, in Daksina-bhava is there in Krishna. What is the reason? Krishna, because he's a man, automatically the shame, anger goes away. And Srimati Radhika, she's female, that's why the shame, anger, it's like it's there. This is the difference. In Krishna, it easily goes away. Like the patience. What did I say? So this is coming in the role of a hero. Krishna, after seeing the subject, and Radha and gopis, they are like subject of divine love. Krishna is the object, so shelter of divine love, and Krishna is the object of divine love. So naturally, this object of divine love, it accepts the service from shelter of divine love. So object of divine love, it accepts the service of shelter of divine love. And gopis, they are which tattva? They are ashraya vigraha, like shelter of divine love. What are gopis doing? They are serving Krishna for this regard. And if Krishna serve gopis, then the depth will increase. This is the thing. In this shloka it is coming, na paryam nirvaddham sa sadhu krittam. What is the solution to be free from debt? Serve. If you serve, then you get free from debt. The more and more you serve, the more and more you will be free from the debt. Otherwise, debt will keep on increasing with interest and compound interest, and you'll have to repay back. You wouldn't have to pay back all the debt with interest. Vishnu Chakrapad, he expressed this. कौन से ग्रंथ में?
ग्रंथ का नाम कब दिया?
अभी तो लिया. In Ras Panchadaya, he's explaining this. Daksina-bhava means like they're completely calm and peaceful. Like whatever you say to them, they will believe it. This is called Daksina-bhava. This mood. In vamya-bhava, this means Krishna sometimes, by his smartness, and he's like playing with the gopis, and gopis catch him, and Krishna catch them also sometimes. Daksina-bhava means the opposite of vamya-bhava is Daksina-bhava. Like whatever the person in the front they say, they accept it. Like they go to forest, like whatever you say, they believe it. But it's not true. The moon of Daksina-bhava of Chandravali. There's vamya-bhava in Chandravali also. But ordinarily, Krishna he stays in Daksina-bhava most of the time, and Srimati Radha and gopis they more time they stay in vamya-bhava. And vamya-bhava is called like the best remnant. As per the scriptures of Rasa, vamya-bhava is like the highest ingredient. With this vamya-bhava, Krishna, he's controlled by this mode. This is the only way to control Krishna. Remember these two shlokas. The Krishna with gopis, the divine place of love that is happening between gopis and Krishna, this katha, we should not preach it all around. This is like confidential, because if you preach this, anartha will increase. If you speak this in front of unqualified persons, until and unless the heart is cleansed, if you preach this, then it will be a big problem. The doubts will arise. In Jaiva Dharma, Babaji Maharaj, Vijay Kumar and Rajanath, they're explaining in. So read Jaiva Dharma, very nice. Keep Jaiva Dharma and Ujjvala Nilamani with you, very very important. Then you will understand all the tattvas. Jaiva Dharma and Ujjvala Nilamani. For 2 hours I have been explaining the same thing. Did you understand anything or not? What did you understand? Just the one shlok. And this is in chapter 32 of Ras Panchadaya. The behavior of sadhu that you are doing, this is very, very clean and pure. Krishna said this or not? In transcendental world, everything, every object have its own specific qualities and mood in it, and it's eternally existing in them. What did I say? Their qualities are different varieties, and they manifest in every different object. But the qualities in this material world, they are opposite. But in transcendental world, there are 20. In prema, madhurya, the sweetness of prema, there are many qualities explained. Many ingredients are there. Did you understand anything? You want to sleep now? Bottle lao. In hero, there is vamya-bhava in hero, but it's sometimes manifest, sometimes unmanifest. Vamya-bhava. When Radha ji expressed vamya-bhava, when she manifested vamya-bhava, that time Krishna manifested Daksina-bhava, the opposite. And when Krishna expressed vamya-bhava, the Radha is time she expresses the opposite one. And the vamya-bhava of Krishna is very rare. Very rare. In Venu Gita, this is coming. On the banks of Yamuna, Krishna played the flute. And the flow of Yamuna, it was about to flow, but it was coming to Krishna, but it's moving round and round in whirlpool. But yet Krishna, he's not expressing like love towards Mansi Ganga and Yamuna. But in that time, Yamuna, what did it do? Yamuna Ujjvala wants that the sound of flute of Krishna, it reaches, like Yamuna wants to touch the feet of Krishna, but it cannot come. At that time, the water of Yamuna, the level, it rises. Water level rises and then the keeps on rising. At that time, what did Krishna do? He dipped his feet into the water of Yamuna. Yamuna Devi wanted this. Whatever Yamuna wanted, Krishna, she wanted to touch the feet of Krishna, and then it happened. But look, then we manifested vamya-bhava. Then this is a very important shloka by which Krishna is controlled by this. So the thief tried to steal at night. He came in a cow's shed. So businessman asked everybody, like, will you return my money in this life or next life? So the thief said, I will return money next life. So there's like a cow's shed. The thief, he was sitting near a cow, and after night I will steal all the money of this businessman. When all the people go, I will steal the money. I break the locker of the businessman. I will steal the money from him. And then it's so surprising. The thief, he understood the language of cows. So one cow was in that cow shed. One cow was saying to another cow, "But tell me, you're from which village?" The cow said, "I am from this village, Falana village. I am from this village, that village." Then the cow said, "Tell me, why did you take birth as a cow here in this cow shed? Do you know? Look, in last life, I betrayed this businessman and I took some money from him. I did not return it. I told the businessman I'll return back in the next life, but I did not return it. So to pay back his debt, I became a cow and now I'm giving milk. See, with all my blood, I create milk and then I give to this businessman. And I'm serving this businessman this way and I'm getting free from my debt." The thief, he heard these two cows talking and he thought, "Oh, next life I will need to take birth as a cow." Big problem. So that's why he did not steal again. So if whatever we receive except from someone in the next life or in the coming lives, you will have to pay back the debt. You will have to pay back the debt. So devotee asks, the person who is lending to collect the debt, will he also need to take birth again and again? Gurudev is saying he's a very big scholar. Gurudev is saying no. So what I'm trying to say here is, what was I explaining about? If you take debt, then you have to pay it back. The devotee is asking, will the person who is lending, will he also take birth again? Keep the topic in the middle. Don't disturb me with questions in the middle. Don't try to become big scholars. The cow, what did she say? In my past life, I took some money from the businessman and I did not pay it back. And I told I will pay in next life, and in my next life, I became as a cow in the cow shed of businessman. And with all my blood, I'm processing it and creating milk, and then I'm repaying back my debt to that businessman by serving him this way. That's how I'm getting free from debt. That's why he's saying, in this way, this happens. You have to repay the debt. This is my point. So in what context I'm speaking, understand this. Don't mix other context. This is not my subject, if the businessman takes birth again or not. No. Understand my context. I was explaining the sloka. So this is Krishna saying. I'm speaking many times again and again. Krishna is saying this. You all, how can I be free from your debt? For me, you have abandoned your household, your everything. What can I give to you? I cannot give you anything. This is the truth. You give me something to eat, and if I don't give anything in return, then what happens? Gurudev Vaman Goswami Maharaj used to say, I heard this when he used to go to preach. Gurudev Vaman Goswami Maharaj, Param Gurudev, is very big. If there is no arrangement for Harikatha, then he said, "Oh, I will not take prasad today." He made many excuses, but he never accepted prasad without the arrangement of Harikatha. So he only accepted prasad after speaking Harikatha. I am speaking truth. My beloved Gurudev Vaman Goswami Maharaj. Some people say, Gurudev, you are tired. You take prasad and take rest. My Gurudev say, listen some Harikatha. In your house, if I take prasad without speaking Harikatha, so Gurudev, he was like embodiment of like pure humbleness. He was embodiment of pure humbleness. What do I do? What do we do? Say, yes, I am tired. We'll rest for 2-3 days. In your house, we'll take 2-3 days rest. When the body is okay, then we'll preach. No. But Goswami Maharaj, he was big followers of all the spiritual injunctions. Without Harikatha, Gurudev never took prasad without speaking Harikatha. He made some excuse to reject the offer of prasadam. We are sadhu. What is our responsibility, duty? People invited us for what? Why people are here? You sit in your house, you watch television. You watch television in your house, you watch entertainment, TV shows and things. You love your child, you feed your child. What do you want to do if you come to a sadhu? If you don't listen katha, sadhu, they come for this regard only. Read the sloka. In your life, put it, implement it. Otherwise, you'll go here and there in the different houses and you will eat nice prasad and you will sleep. You accept donation and go back without preaching. No, you have to follow proper behavior. What is the responsibility of a sadhu? Speaking Harikatha. Distributing Harikatha. By Harikatha, everybody is getting delivered. They also get benefit themselves and others also get benefit. If I speak Harita, I am getting benefit or not when I am speaking Harikatha. And those who are listeners, they are also getting benefit. So it's like a win-win situation here. You don't learn about my Gurudev. You don't know about him. That's why you don't understand. The previous acharyas, their learnings, their behavior is so deep. I saw with my own eyes Gurudev. I did not travel with Vamya Goswami Maharaj a lot. I traveled a lot with Narayan Maharaj. Mathura. But 2 to 4 times I went with the Vamya Goswami Maharaj into some districts of Bengal, Chovis Falguna. He used to walk from many miles. He used to walk from one village to the second village. You have to walk for like 2 hours, 3 hours. And the field there, it's the way to walk. In village, the soil it's like very hard. The soil and the streets are so hard. Your feet will hurt. There are many thorns also there. And 2 hours, every village, Gurudev used to walk to every village. And then he said, Harikatha happened out. They said, Gurudev, take prasad. He said, have you arranged for Harikatha? They said, no, Gurudev, you must be tired today. Take some rest for 2 days, take prasad and sleep. Gurudev made excuse at that time. Like Gurudev, he's made excuse. Oh, look, I'm not feeling well today. I don't want to eat anything. Why? They're not saying directly. He said indirectly, oh, I'm unwell today. Today I don't want to feel like taking prasad. Vamya Goswami Maharaj made an excuse. I'm not feeling unwell, so I won't take prasad. So without arrangement of Harikatha, he never accepted prasad anywhere. So this was his rule. What is the nature of a sadhu? To deliver everyone. They give the topmost benefit to all the jivas through Harikatha. That's why Bhakti Prabhupada, what did he say? You have to preach until you have till your last breath. You have to preach. God has given you beautiful tongue for what? To speak Harikatha, to preach. This is true or not?
उनसे साल में लिया 2011 में
नहीं हाँ जी 11
उस वक्त शादी नहीं किया
बहुत अच्छा गाता है नहीं शादी
बहुत अच्छा गाती है
आप सब पूछ के होगी कि गुरुदेव शादी में
गुरु क्या कहेंगे?
What will Guru say if you ask Guru to if I want to marry? What will Gurudev say?
अब हमें पूछ करके कया साधु
A devotee saying, Gurudev, I married you. I married after asking you. A devotee
आपकी
said.
आज्ञा अनुसार ही होना चाहिए ना।
So devotee is saying,
यही है
my instruction is this: do bhajan and sadhan.
कोशिश करोगे।
हाँ अच्छा बेटी अच्छा जैसे कीर्तन करती हूँ
हरे कृष्णा तो शिव जी बनी। हाँ
2011 में लिया था ना
हाँ जी गुरुदेव।
आज कितने साल हो गए 13 साल हो गए
13 साल।
हम फिर स्वभाव
Antir Swabhav. This is the nature of sadhu, to deliver everyone from the material world. They're not interested about their personal taste. They're not going for their own selfish purpose, selfish reason. They go to help, go to deliver other souls, living entities.
देखो कृष्ण की इतने सुंदर सुंदर कथा
So Krishna expressed beautiful kathas like this.
साधु बनना पड़ेगा
You have to become sadhu.
क्या बोलना पड़ेगा
What do you have to become? You would need to become sadhu. You are a sadhu. You are a sadhu. Gurudev is saying to devotee, you all are sadhus or not?
साधु किसको कहा जाए
Who is a sadhu?
साधुनति साधयति इति साधन जो
साधन.
सही साधन करते हैं,
Those who are doing sadhan themselves, performing spiritual practice, that is called sadhu. Sadhu. Those who are doing sadhan
जो स्वयं करते
themselves, they are following the behavior,
भजन
they are doing bhajan.
है, जिनकी कल्याण किसमें हो
What is the topmost benefit for living entities? Only and only in Bhagavad Bhajan.
आज महाप्रभु राय
Mahaprabhu said this to Rai Ramanand.
रायरमन ने बोले प्रभु
Rai Ramanand said, Prabhu,
यहाँ पर हमारे साथ 10 दिन रहिए
you are here, you stay with me for 10 days.
और 10 दिन रह करके
And for 10 days, you explain all the tattvas to me. Chaitanya Charitamrita is coming. So what did Mahaprabhu do?
जावत जीवत तावत रहिब प्रमाण बोले 10 दिन में
He said, explain everything in 10 days.
तब तक
So stay with me till you're alive. So Mahaprabhu very humbly he said, the power of Harikatha is so much.
लिखो रोधी लिखो उपवन एक साधु दूसरे साधु से मिलकर के क्या
When a sadhu meets another sadhu,
स्मरण करते हैं
they remember Harikatha and they make others remember Harikatha. And like they exchange the moods of Harikatha.
आप लोग सब साथ हैं कि
You all are sadhu or not.
स्मरण करो
You all are making me remember these past times. You all are sadhus.
इस कथा श्रवण होती
So you should listen katha like this.
है भागवत श्रवण नित्यम भागवत एक दिन सुन लेकर
It's not going to work if you listen Harikatha for one day. Every day listen to Harikatha. Listen to Harikatha every day.
समझ में आया
Understand my point?
दादाजी के 5 नाम क्या है
What are the names of five names of Srimati Radhika? Govinda Nandani Radha Govindamai
और राधा
Radha Govinda Nandani Govindamai Govinda Sarvasva
कांता
and Sarva Kanta Shiromani.
सर्वकांता
Sarva Kanta Shiromani. This is the thing.
गोविंद की जो
Govinda Nandani,
आनंद
one who gives bliss to Govinda. Govinda Nandani Radha. Govinda Nandani Radha. Govinda Nandani Radha name. What is the meaning of name Radha?
कृष्ण वांछा बुद्धि
She satisfies all the desires of Krishna. I will ask this tomorrow. Write it down.
गाय करके ये सब बड़े हाथ से आओ गोविंद नंदिनी
Govinda Nandani. One who is pleasing Govinda. One who is giving bliss to Govinda. It's called Radha. Govinda Nandani Radha. And the next one. So Govinda and Govinda Mai. Like completely attracting Govinda. Govinda Mai Radha. And third one. Sarva Kanta Shiromani. Like she is the queen, crown jewel of all the Sakhis, all the gopis. Govinda Sarvasva. Fourth one, like she's given up everything for Govinda. She did not see anything else apart from Govinda. Wherever she sees Govinda. That's why Radhaji's eyes are like blue or yellow. Bluish. They're bluish. This is like a bluish. Govinda Sarvaswa Sarvakanta Shiromani. All the notes, notes. Oh, so the fifth name is Radha. So Govinda Sarvasni, Sarvakanta Shiromani, Govinda Nandani, Govinda Mohini, and Radha. So these are the 5 names of Srimati Radhika. Give a big round of applause. So the name Radha means she pleases all that is please Krishna and always, and she satisfies all the desires of Krishna. Remember this. So again and again I repeat so that you remember it. So that impression comes in your mind. So that's why I'm putting a stamp. Like you put imprinting this in your brains. The 5 names of Radhaji. This is a Sanskrit shloka. Radha Tattva is very, very confidential Tattva. Now this commentary is coming in Bengali. This is a Sanskrit shloka, nothing else. This is same, but this is in Bengali. That's why some prasad. How many names of Srimati Radhika? More than around 1,000? There are 16,000 names. Many was that? Different 1,000 names. Mahadev himself, he is expressing this to Parvati. Listen, Devi. If you chant these names, all your sins will be destroyed. The Sastra means 1,000 names of Srimati Radhika. If you hear them, all your sins will be destroyed. First name is Sri Radha. Radhika, Krishna. Damodar Priya is also name of Srimati Radhika. Damodar Priya Gopi. Gopi is also name of Radhika. And Gopal Vandakari. Krishna Sangavasini. Harikanta. Paripriya. Haripriya also. Vrindavan Viharini. Vikashida Mutambuja. Gokulanand Daini. Itakamma. Gopana Priya Vishnu Priya. Vishnu Kanda. Vishnu Anganivas. Yashoda Kehini. Kamalal Savigra. Jayaprada. Jaya Jivanand Pradayini. Nandanandanam Patanicha Vrishabhanu Sutta Shiva. Her name is also Shiva, also is name of Srimati Radhika. The name of Shiva is Shiva, and Parvati name is Shiva, like Shiv and Shiva. But Radharani name is Shiv. So in early in the morning, what did I say? What did I told you in the early in the morning? Like all the demigod name is coming from Srimati Radhika. In the morning I explained. I have the scripture. You can read. There's the name of the scripture is Radha. Kanchan Prabha also. All your names will be names of Srimati Radhika. What is your name? What is Vimla? Vimla is also one of the names of Radhika. All your names coming from the name of Radhika. So Akhilesh is also there. Akhilesh name is also there. Yeah, all your names are here. Akhileshwari. Kamala Padma. So you can think of your name Vishakha, Nilalita, Vishokacha, Vimla, Kantavasini, Krishna. This also is the name. Kulapriya, Mahalakshmi. All the names coming from Srimati Radhika. Is your name here or not? Tell me what is your name. Vrindavan Vilasini, Rukmani Revati Satyabhama, Sulakshana, Mitra Vrinda, Hemavati, this is beautiful name, Gauri, Gaurangi, Sushireka, Malati, Yashoda, Gopinath, Gopi. Very beautiful names. There's no person here whose name will not be here in this book. Okay, all you go take prasad now. Did you chanted Arnik or not? Very nice. What is the benefit of listening more and more? This is enough.